Hey YouTubers, it's that van guy again with another store finds and mail deliveries video. I didn't get a lot of stuff this week, but I got some cool stuff to show you. I got a shipment from William Schlamowitz, I believe his name is. Hopefully I'm saying it right. William Schlamowitz. He posts a lot of picture auctions on different Facebook-based diecast pages. So he just posts up like 30 different pictures of 30 different cars that he has for sale, and people just bid on them, and then it goes for 3 or 4 days or a week. And if you're the highest bidder, then you win it, and then you could just kind of build a box with him, and he will send it. So I've had some stuff with him for quite a while. I had building a box just to save on the shipping. So majority of the stuff is what I got from him. I also did get some other pre-ordered stuff. Let's start out with some of the stuff I'm not going to open. This is a cool old Baja breaker, a Blackwall. I actually have this already, but I found a good deal on it, so I figured I would pick one up, an extra, for van trading. I just noticed it has, it's a Blackwall, but it's newer than the original ones with the plastic opening hood, but the card, if you take a look, it says opening hood on the card, but it does not have an opening hood. So that's got kind of like a print error on it. This is the all-metal body without the opening hood, but it says opening hood on the card, so that's kind of interesting. Old school blue card. Let's see if we can see if there's a copyright date on here. Looks like it has something right here. 1996, maybe. So maybe this came out in 97. Not really sure. Usually the copyright dates are like the year before they're actually released. So that one is in nice shape. Card's not too bad, so that's gonna just go in the trade pile, so we won't open that. Another real cool old school one that I found at a decent price. This card is, or the blister's a little bit dirty or dusty, but this is 70s van. This is from the Hot Ones series, the also known as the Super Van. They changed the name of the casting for a little while. At one time it was 70s van, and then it was Super Van, and I think they changed it back to Super Van. This is the one post casting where it's got the hook in the back. The original one, I believe, was a 2-post, and I think there's a chase version of this that says Hot Ones on it and has like a red line stripe around the outside of the tires, and that's like the chase piece, but this is like the regular. But this is still a really cool Super Van. See how it says Super Van right on it, but it says 70s van on the card. Another kind of weird card error, or kind of funny thing, that it says Super Van on the van, but it says 70s van on the card. So just a little interesting information. Take a look at the back of the card. These are the other vehicles that were available. This is made to look real old, but this is a fairly new release. This came out in, it's the copyright date looks like it says right here by my thumb, 2011. So it was probably came out in 2012, but I could be wrong on that. If I'm wrong and let me know in the comments down below. So that's a cool one. Saving it for trading. And then these are some, Christine fan, big Christine movie fan, and William had some Johnny Lightning Christine cars that he had that nobody seemed to be bidding on, so I put a couple bids on and got them pretty cheap. I think I got these for $2 each, which is pretty cool. I mean, they're all pretty much, most of them are the same car, or the same exact casting, same graphics and everything, just a different color. But it's kind of, it's definitely not true 1/64 scale. I think because it's a drag car, or a funny car, it's actually a lot longer than the average real life vehicle. You can see it's got the parachute pack and the extra wing or spoiler behind the vehicle. So this is a lot more skinny and narrow than the average. I have another Johnny Lightning to show you here. So that one's pretty cool. It's got, it's got the wide slicks. You can see it says Johnny Lightning on the bottom. And I got a few of these. And I'll put another, I got a couple different colors, they're all the same. But I'll put it on the turntable right next to a different Johnny Lightning casting of the same, pretty much the same vehicle. They're all supposed to be Christine cars, or like 57, 58 Belvedere or Fury. So this is the more realistic, more true to 1/64 scale version, like the streetcar version. And you can see the drag car version is much skinnier. I guess, they have to fit in the same package. They're not going to make a larger package. So they probably shrink down the drag car version so that it fits in the same blister as the regular 1/64 scale street version. So that's why it's much more narrow. It's because it just, they need to fit in the same size blister pack for their standard packaging. And with that extra spoiler on the back, it just won't fit. So I'll stack them up here. You can kind of see the difference. It's not so obvious on camera, but it's much more obvious in person when you look at it. You can kind of tell it's a little bit shorter and it's much skinnier. So kind of an oddball casting, not too realistic, but it is what it is, and it says Christine right on it. So just wanted a few of those. Here's another one that says Johnny Lightning on the bottom. This is more of the more realistic version. I think the hood opens on this one. Let you get a shot of the interior, or the engine bay. A little bit of detail there. So yeah, some Christine cars to add to the Christine car collection. Let's take a look at this last color. Same exact casting, same Tampo design, just a different color. I'm not sure with this Johnny Lightning if this has a different casting name. If it's called Christine Drag Car or something like that. It doesn't say on the bottom the name of the casting at all. But I would assume it has a different casting name than this this regular version. This is probably, I think it has some detail there. 58 Plymouth Belvedere. 56. Hard to see that print, so small. But this one doesn't have any name on the bottom. It just says Johnny Lightning 1995 Playing Mantis. Nothing else. And there's like some sort of printed production code. But I think this probably was a real drag car. And because it says Richard Earls. So there was probably a drag car like that. And that's a replica of it. Funny car. Here's another one that I have that I got this week. Just found it for I think I got this one on eBay for $1. And then the guy was able to ship it real cheap for me. So I collect this cool one casting. I'm not super hardcore into collecting this casting, but when I find one that I don't have for cheap, I got probably at least a dozen of these. So let's take a closer look at that one. This one is, I think it's referred to as Scary Clown version or Crazy Clown or something like that. It's got kind of a weird clown design on it. What does it say on top? Deliciously demented. So, kind of a weird one. It's got like a blue plastic engine and base. And it looks like it's kind of got yellow windows. Just plastic wheels. So it's nothing real spectacular. It's not a pop culture or a premium release. A cool one made in Malaysia. So there's another one to add to the collection. And then last but not least, we'll just do a brief showing of this. This is a green light diorama piece. This is a brand new one, just released, Hot Pursuit Central Command, and they have quite a few of these cop versions or police station versions. My wife's from Chicago, and I live in Wisconsin, so I just thought a little Chicago Police Department thing would be kind of cool. But once I received it, it's kind of like, I kind of assumed it was going to be this small, but I mean, the Chicago Police Department is probably a huge police department, and this is so small. It kind of would have been cooler if they would have sold it in sections. Let me see if I can just take maybe pull it out of the packaging so you can kind of get a better shot of it. But I think I'm going to do a separate video on it. I'm not going to get too in-depth with it today, just for time. But you can see Chicago Police Department's got like a couple little parking stops there, like a little parking. And then this is like a sliding, I think this is some sort of a sliding garage door or something. And then it comes with other stuff. It's got like a little jail inside and a little bed and some other pieces. But it's just so small. I'm sure the Chicago Police Department is bigger than like your average home garage. So it kind of would have been better if they would have sold it in like different sections, or just made it an extra large piece and charged a little bit more money for it. I would have been happy with that. Just paying a little bit more and getting something a little more realistic, because this is just so small. But I'm going to do a separate video on this, but I just figured I'd give you guys a little shot of it. Just a little taste, a little teaser. But watch for the video on this. This will be in my 1/64th scale diorama playlist when I post it up. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and also check out my Facebook page, That Van Guy. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Have a great day.